It's still alive, back with another one, man, and we're gonna get straight off into this, man. Let me know what y'all think. Do you guys like SGA or do you hate him? Me personally, I don't hate him. I think he's a great ball player. I think he carries himself well off the court. I think he's very professional. He doesn't get into drama, which I like the drama. I like the fights and all that because I like the old school rough basketball. But I think he's very professional. But I just don't like the way he plays on some of his shit. You know what I mean? Like I think he's a great ball player and he would be even a better ball player and could go down as one of the all-time greats if he stops doing the stuff that he's doing. But man, we're gonna get right off into this, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's do it. Wait, which mic am I on? Okay, I'm on the right mic.
Alexander inside. It's off. Rebound by Harper. 2-on-1. SGA and Caruso.
It's every play. It's every play, dude. It's like if he can't get off a decent shot, he's finna throw up a awkward shot and try to draw the foul every play.
He comes to get it back over Wemby. Took the bump. Hartenstein had a body on him.
Like, dude, these are not fouls.
Took the bump.
This is not a foul. Look, they're not touching. His hand's not touching. Nothing. This is not a foul.
Body on him. As for the Thunder, SGA got bumped.
Good Lord. Sorry I keep going back, guys, but Jesus.
Body on him. As for the Thunder, SGA got bumped. Gilgeous-Alexande smoothly gets to the elbow. Clock had 7.
I'm not going to lie. Game 6 was the first time I seen in a long time where they were just letting SGA flop a lot of the times and wasn't calling it. And look what happened. They got blown out. When they're not calling the bullshit and they're not giving them everything, they lose.
SGA to pull up again.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is facing a lot of criticism for his flopping and foul baiting, especially in this series against the Spurs. Last year in the conference finals, I made a video breaking down how Shai tries to manipulate the refs, so I thought I'd do it again. But instead of breaking down each flop in a specific game to determine if it's legit, we're going to look at the series as a whole and see if Shai is deserving of all this criticism.
100%.
So game 1 was a hard-fought game that went into double overtime, with the Spurs escaping with the win. Much thanks to Wemby for hitting a deep 3 and willing his team to victory. The refs allowed both teams to play physical, and there wasn't much debate.
Exactly how it should be. Same with Game 6. Game 6, they let it play. They weren't giving all the bullshit calls. And look what happened. They got blown the fuck out.
Over the officiating. But Game 2 is where the flopping really began. Shai just started falling down on nearly every shot attempt, whether there was contact or not. This is where a lot of the criticism of Shai comes from. It's not just about the calls he gets, but it's the calls he tries to get. It's his style of play that turns off a lot of fans. When he's flopping all over the court, it's not appealing to watch, even if he's not getting the calls. If he's hunting for a foul, he's not always looking to score.
Exactly.
The Thunder went on to win Game 2, and Shai had a great game. Game 3, Shai shot 6 for 17 and had 12 free throws, but the real highlight of that game was the Thunder's depth, where Jared McCain had 24 points, and the Thunder thoroughly outplayed the Spurs. Game 4, the Spurs got revenge and decimated the Thunder. But Game 5 is where things really took a turn.
Game 5 was
Tony
terrible.
Brothers got a lot of heat for his officiating in this game. The Thunder as a whole were flopping all over the court. Shai started this game 0 of 4 with 3 turnovers. The Spurs were locking him down. But this call here by Tony was how he got his first points of the game. Very little contact.
Bad call.
In the second quarter,
Terrible call.
There was this pathetic flop by Jalen Williams where he just ran into Keldon Johnson and fell to the floor.
Jeez. It's so bad, dude.
There is none.
Man, like, what is this shit, dude? Like, are we serious right here?
Pathetic flop by Jalen Williams where he just
like he barely touched him.
Ran into Keldon Johnson and fell to the floor.
Where's the foul, Riz?
There is none.
The very next play, Jared McCain elbows Dylan Harper in the face with no call.
I think that's play on. I'm sorry. I don't think that should have been a foul on Jared McCain. But like I said, I like the physical basketball. I think this is play on.
That's not.
The very next play, Jared McCain.
I don't think this is an offensive foul. I think this is play on. The only reason you think that, or the only reason that this could be an offensive foul is because it was above the chest. If it was to the chest, I think this is play on for sure. But this definitely isn't a foul on Spurs here in a minute where the OKC flops.
Elbows Dylan Harper in the face with no call, only to draw his own foul by flopping to the ground. A few minutes later, Shai just loses his balance on an inbound and gets the call 94 feet
Ridiculous.
away from the basket for more free throws. How is this a call in the playoffs? Shai got 17 free throws in this game, shooting 7 of 19 from the field. More of those free throws came from a touch foul to end the half.
Great at the line as well. A lot of free throws in this second.
Good Lord.
More coming.
To start the second half, Lou Dort did his signature screen flop. He's been doing it for years. He just swings his feet right out. Middle of the third, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren flop for calls. The whole team was looking.
Good Lord. That's a clear flop.
Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren
Barely touches Holmgren. And you're a 7-1 and Kelvin Johnson barely touches you and you fly like this? Come on.
flop for calls. The whole team was
Jesus.
looking to manipulate the refs this entire game, and it worked. Even when the call is correct, it's the constant search for fouls that makes this team hard to watch. They don't try to play through contact at all. Any little touch, and they're going flying. Late in the third, Shai does get fouled, but he didn't need to flop to the floor. There was a study that shows Shai has fallen down more than any player in the postseason by far. He falls more than prime James Harden. Half of his falls result in fouls being called. A minute later, he does it again. 30 seconds later, he does it for a third time, this time with no contact, and Tony Brothers made the call from half court.
After the
other
play.
two officials didn't.
From after the play. They do this so much. They wait like 5 seconds after the play. The OKC players will be looking at him saying it's a foul, and then the refs call the foul.
Into the paint and gets
He just fell. Plain and
fouled. And the San Antonio bench is furious. And Tony Brothers just gave Mitch Johnson a technical foul.
Now again, it's not just the flops that result in fouls being called. Near the end of the fourth, with the game pretty much decided, Shai flops to the ground for the hell of it, already 17 free throws deep, and the game is finished. So there you go. Game 5 was by far the worst officiated game of the series. It was hard to watch. Tony Brothers made himself the star of the show. It's not even the biggest reason the Thunder won. Jared McCain played very well. The Thunder's depth really showed out. Wemby was not good in this game at all.
did he even hit him in the face?
The Thunder's depth really showed out. Wemby
Yeah, he got him in the neck a little bit, but like I think this is play on. To me, this is play on.
was not good in this game at all. The young Spurs guards had too many unforced turnovers, but this game did damage the series due to how bad the officiating was. It became the biggest story. Game 6, Shai had his water turned off and only had 3 free throws, but that didn't stop him from trying.
Yeah, that game 6, man, they really let it play, and that's how it needs to be. They didn't call. I seen Shai fall to the ground like 10 times in game 6, and they didn't call it because they're not. At least, well, they obviously wanted to go to 7 games. So, but if they actually called it fair, Spurs would be walking over OKC.
He slowed down on open layups, searching for contact. He flopped on contested shots, looking for foul calls. He flew to the ground when he lost the ball.
See, I think he would be a better player if he didn't do this shit. If he was just looking to score instead of looking to draw a foul, he would score more.
Looking for foul calls. He flew to the ground when he lost the ball. He knocked his head back. He just wasn't getting the same calls as the game before. The Spurs destroyed the Thunder for a second time this series, so we'll have to see what the officials do in Game 7.
It's at OKC, and it's Game 7. You already know the officiating is going to be like the other games.
This is the league, and he understands the responsibility. I know there was talk after Game 5, but check his track record.
Cuddle and save on insurance with Liberty.
Man, let me know what y'all think below, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. It's Still Alive checking out. Peace out, y'all.